What's good, my fellow YouTubers? H-Town, that's where I'm at right now. I'm in Houston, man, back at home. Back at home for a little bit. Y'all know what today is. Payday. Just got that refund check. Know what I'm talking about? Get a refund check every Friday. What's the income tax? I don't know what that is. But yeah, man, I'm just making this video today. I want to let y'all know what's been going on with me, the issues that I have had with my truck so far. I haven't had a lot of issues. I had a few small little issues, you know, normal shit that happens on used trucks, you know. I'm gonna talk about the money I spent on the little issues that I have had. Right before I started orientation at Landstar, I had an issue. It was a clamp right by like the DEF, the DEF side, so shit was leaking through my exhaust. My DEF exhaust was making shit like smoke or whatever when it get hot when I'm driving for too long. So that was right before orientation. It was on a Saturday or a Sunday, and I got it fixed the same day. Luckily, I found somebody to fix it the same day. And the clamp probably was nothing but like 30, maybe 40 bucks, maybe less than that, you know. And they charged me $600 to put a clamp on, you know. And that's just ridiculous. $600 to put a clamp on. Yeah, I got fucked. But that wasn't the first time I got fucked though. No homo. That wasn't the first time I got fucked. Yeah, man. So that was my first time I spit out some money on this truck. I saved myself some money one time. You can catch the video of save your money, don't go to Freightliner. You can check that video out. Basically talked about when I had an ERG valve issue. My truck said it, and I got a little dash and it tell you what sensors mean what and when it's going off and stuff like that. So I fixed that little issue. That who knows how much that would have cost me. It would have cost me downtime. It would have just cost me money, period. So I saved myself some time. Man, I fucking did it myself. Another thing, this is one of my maintenance is, you always gotta keep up with, like oil changes and shit like that, so I'm not even gonna count that. I had my first oil change probably about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I had my first oil change. I got an oil change and a truck wash. That cost about $320 for the oil change and the truck wash. What else had going on, man? What else your boy had going on? I had a lot of shit going on. I knew something was going on with my truck because the way it started up. When I turned the key over, it's hesitant when it started up. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? It gotta be a starter or something, you know. I just had a feeling it was the starter. So my truck was rolling for a few more weeks. Then when I made it home, I bought a starter. I went to Freightliner. They were trying to sell me a used one that somebody brought back. I wasn't finna buy this shit. So I went somewhere else and got the part because it was a universal starter for different trucks and stuff like that. So I got that starter. Starter cost me $350. I was trying to find somebody to put it on for me here in Houston, but I couldn't find nobody that was gonna do it for a reasonable price. My dad had a guy that was gonna do it for me, but he was bullshitting around. I said, man, you know what, fuck it. So I put the starter in my truck. I say, well, when I break down, when my starter messed up, that's one less cost I had to worry about. I got the starter. I just have to pay for the labor and whatever, you know. So my truck ended up I was in a fuel island. I don't think I was in the I was about 100 something change miles away from. I was off 287. I was at a pilot. I was about 100 something miles away from Amarillo. And I got into the fuel. I was getting fuel in the fuel island. Truck turned off. Turn the truck off to get pumped the fuel. I get back in that motherfucker. I turn the key over. Beep. Let all my gauges up and down. Boop, 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 boop. I get back in my truck. I turn that mug over, man. It's like quiet. It's quiet. I'm like, what's going on? You know, I got an automatic, so I ain't sticking my foot on no clutch to crank it. I'm like, so I put my foot on the brake. I said, maybe I put my foot on the brake and the gas. Da, da, da. I turn it over. Quiet as a church mouse, man. So I'm like, damn, this show was a good time breakdown. I was under a load too, but I had plenty of time. My schedule, I was gonna be there a day early anyways. I always try to get to my places a day early. So with that being said, hold on. So with that being said, I just started my break early. Started my 10-hour break. Boom. He got there in like an hour and a half. Started working on my shit. It took him 5 hours to change the starter. 5 hours. So obviously he wasn't no top-notch mechanic, but he got the job done. And he charged me for 7 hours of labor. Charged me $144 an hour. And he charged me for 7 hours. So do the math. He ain't charged me for some other shit, some service side. Man, he charged me for a bunch of bull, and I ain't want to pay him. When I paid him $400 cash, and I wrote him a check for the rest of that shit. I got advances on my loads, and I paid him, you know, with a comp check. But that shit cost me $11.42. $11.42. Maybe I should have tried a little harder when I was at home to get somebody to put that starter on for me. Yeah, because that cost. Did I want to spend it? Nah. Was I tripping? Yeah, I was tripping. Did I have the money? Yeah, I had the money, but I felt like he overcharged me. You know what I'm saying? I would have been okay with $800. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like it should have only cost like, I was thinking like $400, $500, maybe $600. Cost me almost $1,200, man. You know, luckily I came in the game with my bread up, you know, and I've been making money, you know, since I've been out. You know, I've been making good money. I can't complain over here at Landstar, but I can complain about that shit he charged me though. I don't care, man. People may be like, oh, he ain't making no money. He complaining about this, that, man. At the end of the day, if you love money and you don't love with money, man, you don't want to let a dime go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm cheap as hell. So with that being said, I spent about $1,700 that I can think of.